So I'm here at the Food Biotech Center on the UPEI campus with Dr. Subrata Chowdhury and his wife Ranjana Banerjee, who are here with the company RPS Biologic, and we'll talk about that. But let's talk about your background that got you to Charlottetown in the first place.
I'm basically from Bangladesh and India, both parts. I studied in there and then went to England for doing my master's and PhD. Then I moved around the world, like I went to Japan, then I went to Greece, back to Bangladesh, and to United States, Rhode Island University, the City University in New York. And then from City University in New York, I moved to PEI with a job with the Phytera. And then after a couple of years, the Phytera was dismantled, then I joined the SolarWest. And now we've started this company, the RPS Biologics, in PEI, and with the help of some technologies we have, and some people like Wes McLear, Duffy, all helps. So here we are.
There you are, and you came here as a scientist, and now you're an entrepreneur.
No, I'm an entrepreneur. Yes, it's very different, but.
And your background, Ranjana, is in science and biochemistry?
Yeah. No, my is in pure chemistry. My background is in physical and inorganic branch. But I wanted to shift to organic, but I couldn't continue because of my kids, and then I wanted to be like stay-home mother to raise the kids. And then now I'm helping him because I want to make his dreams true. I want to make Charlottetown known to the outer world.
And you're already doing that in your writing. So tell us about the writing.
So I do have a column in the #1 national paper in Bangladesh called Prothom Alu. So I had that. They have a supplementary copy for the people who are outside of Bangladesh, but they have the same roots. So it's about my column is about Charlottetown. Because I have a story. When I first moved here, my parents didn't know where Charlottetown is and where PI is, and they couldn't find it on the map, and they were so worried, what happened to you? And then I said in my mind that I'm going to make this place known to all. So I started writing, and I did some work with the West Kent School. We used to do every year with the West Kent kids, the kids with my son, the one class, they grew up with knowing the history of Bangladesh. So Principal McDormand, he was very nice to me, and he did allow me to do the first day in my New Year, Bengali New Year. I used to celebrate with them, and the Language Day, International Language Day, that is the February 21st. So I celebrated with the kids, presenting my culture. My son translated some of the folk stories, and I introduced food, the Bengali foods to the kids, so they know samosa and jalebi. So, and then I took it to Queen Charlotte. So I did that too, and I ran a chess club with the West Kent School. I was an after-school program with the kids. I enjoyed it a lot. And then now my son is in Colonel Gray. Maybe I'll start doing something with them.
And your son is an accomplished chess player.
He is. He is in his now teen, so he's not very much enthusiastic about chess anymore, but I made him play. He says, this is now your thing, you're making me. But I think, they don't know now. One day they will appreciate him.
And let's go back to the company then, where you've got several lines that you're, where you have some developments that could be of commercial interest in the aquaculture as well as dietary supplement for two areas. Perhaps you can tell us about how you're able to develop that here, or look at developing it into a commercial product from Prince Edward Island.
What we're doing at this moment in two of the products, the human one and one of the aquaculture one, we are doing the final trial whereby you could apply to the regulatory approval. Once we get that regulatory approval, we have some customers, in the sense some companies that want to take it to the market, and our plan is to start a pilot production in this building in Biofood Tech Center, because they have a fine facilities and expertise. and then move it to in another place in Charlottetown to have a full-fledged commercial facilities. So that is our plan for to go on proceed on further.
So that's a great story where you come here in your scientific capacity, which you continue, and now you're adding to that the commercial development and the leadership or entrepreneurship of the company. How are you finding your experience as an entrepreneur at this stage?
Entrepreneurship is whenever you go there, that's very tough for me. I prefer, I feel more comfortable when I talk about science and those stuffs, but I'm learning a lot, especially how to raise funds, how to use the funds, where to go and not to go. Those are difficult tasks, but I have some helps from people, experienced people, Wes McLear, Regis Duffy, they are helping me a lot, and I'm really happy with that. I'm learning it.
And what I'm finding in talking to people about entrepreneurship is that the core of it is to solve problems or to find solutions. So that's really where your strength is, right?
Yes. I mean, look at the problem and then try to solve it. And for me, what I think is that belief on yourself, on your ability is the best thing, is the most important things that you should have.
Well, you're in two areas where there is growing and you might say limitless demand in human health and longevity on the one hand, and in supplying a growing world appetite with protein in the case of healthy fish. So these are areas where you don't have to worry about people having an interest.
Well, market is there,
Yes.
interest is there, and I mean, you could think it two ways. Like if this is not generic or things, you are inventing something. As a scientist, that's a pleasure for me. You have a theory on some technologies, then you go to the field to see whether it works or not. That gives you a satisfaction of the heaven. I mean, I can tell you. I mean, that's one for me.
And so I'll come back to you, Ranjana, and your decision to move from New York to Prince Edward Island, and then your children's now grown-up children.
Yeah, I have a third year. My daughter is in third year in PEI, and my son is in 10th grade, as I told before.
And she's getting along okay in her studies?
Yeah, she's good. Yeah, she's keeping her scholarship, and she's the president of biological science, and she's working in the library, UPI library. So
That's
she's
Relay for Life too.
so she's a very a kind person. I think I have done good job. At
Coming
least
to
they
PI.
think I'm PA, mean mom, but I think.
And you're not tempted to move back to New York City?
No. I am very happy here. Yes, this is the place I chose because I myself grew up in a small, tight community, and this place is so welcoming. And my neighborhood, I must thank. I never felt that I am out of my family. I had lots of issues. My mom got cancer. She passed away. My dad suddenly had her heart attack. I was supposed to visit him. My neighbors are so good. When my mom had cancer, and I must mention two names, Beth Johnston and Kelly Lenz. They were like their other moms, kind of. I always thank myself. This is the island where people are so tightly connected to each other, and they don't let you feel alone. They accepted me as I am, and I don't feel this is my home.
Well, I'm so happy to be here and to follow up on our first meeting, which was at the State of the Province evening, and of course to wish you both well with your many endeavors, and we'll look forward to further developments as both of you put Prince Edward Island on the map. Thank you.
Thank
Well,
you.
we would like to thank you for coming. It was really great feeling for us that you come, and I would like to thank people who gave us the home feeling in here, and both as socially and scientifically. Rory Francis, BioAlliance, just I can't express how he's helping, and this gentleman. I could tell, the first day he put his hands on my shoulder and I'm moving.
Yeah.
And he always say, we're making progress.
Yes.
Something that, encouraged me a lot. And so I'm really, really proud to be in this place.
Great. Well, I'm glad we got a chance to talk today, and know that
Thank you very much.
We'll learn more. Thank you.
Yeah.